real estate investing and business coaching, so to say. My apologies. I scheduled my second vertical live for 5 p.m. here in Europe, which was 35 minutes ago. And I had some technical issues. I had no idea that actually I was supposed to have, I guess, Wi-Fi on. My 5G connection wasn't reliable enough for whatever reason, even though I had full bars. So it seemed that nothing was working at that point. So my apologies. And the reason why it was substantial from my perspective is that I was actually at one of my properties, one of my rentals. So I had a killer idea to do a live from there. So it's a fourplex zoned to be actually a multi-unit, like a 5-unit property that we bought, me and my partner, I'm sorry, roughly a year ago for 140. And now we are in the process of rehabbing it. So the first year we did the whole exterior and the roof, and now we're actually starting to remodel the interior. So it's going to be a fourplex. But I recorded my long YouTube video from there where I talked about how I select my tenants for my rentals. I had a 3-step process. I'm going to cover that real quick, but I'm going to explain anyhow what I was about to do. So I had a killer idea of do a walkthrough at the property and show everybody what it's like, the exterior, the interior, and how I'm gonna put together the layout and stuff like that. So unfortunately, it did not work out. I'm gonna look into this and see why that didn't materialize. But I'm home right now. I just came from that property. It was crazy hot there. And like I said, I wanted to give those people who dialed in an opportunity to see the property the way it is right now, when it's basically taken down the studs and it's just like bare bones, nothing in there. Other than that, like I said, I recorded a long YouTube video from there. I wanted to just briefly mention that topic here if this is useful to anybody. So if you're in the game of real estate, if you're doing rentals, so I have a portfolio of 20 plus properties that I'm renting out, and I've been doing this for over 20 years. And I can say that following my process for selecting my tenants, I've never had issues with people paying late or wrecking my property or anything like that. So it's been working really well for me. And I believe there's a reason for that. I don't take any shortcuts. It's a little bit of manual work for me, but like I said, it has really paid off really well. I had one problem once with a tenant who actually was a friend of a friend, and I actually did this person a favor, and it ended up backfiring because he did not pay on time. I had to evict the person, and then it ended up being a pretty nasty case. But ever since, and every time I followed my process, I've had no problems. But anyhow, to make a long story short, what's the process like? So step number one, make sure that you advertise the property properly. And there are 3 elements. There's price, there's pictures, and description, making sure that it's actually in line with the expectations. So set the expectations, meet the expectations, it's the same thing. In my video, I actually referred to looking for people for a job opening. So the idea is that you put these people through a simple but fair process to test their capabilities beforehand, before they move in. So that's the whole idea. If they can demonstrate their ability to be on time, be trustworthy, reliable, then there's no point signing the contract with them or let them come into your property and live in there. Then the step number 2 is where I actually, let's say 30 people contact me. I end up going through a process where I text every single one of these people with 4 questions, and then I expect them to reply back to me. And you would be surprised that only on average, I would say 20% of those people who initially express their interest, they ever get back to me. So that's the first real test as far as that process goes on how seriously people take that. So if they can't even answer a simple text back, how can I ever expect them to pay on time or take care of my property? And then the last step is that I schedule private, I don't have any public showings, I schedule a private 15-minute showing with people. They are back to back ideally. And then let's say 5 people show up, and then after the fact, I don't even try to have them sign the contract, the best ones. I tell them to go back home, get back to me the same day, and then expressed their commitment and interest again. So this way people go through a couple of hoops. They are simple, fair to everybody, but that way actually get to test their motivation, their capability of keeping their promise, which is crucial to me. Make good promises, keep them all. And that way I've been able to, like I said, over the course of 20 plus years, I've been very good at choosing those tenants who end up paying on time and take care of my property. So that's the thing. And for those who joined, like I said, I was planning on scheduling this. Well, I actually scheduled this for 40 minutes ago, but I had 5G issues. I was at my fourplex that I'm in the process of rehabbing, where I also recorded my long YouTube video. I wanted to show that to you guys, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it because of 5G issues. So that's about it. So I'm actually planning on having these live sessions, I would say daily. So for the most part, they should be on topic about life overall and real estate business, how to grow it in a profitable, in a simple, systematic way. But then occasionally I'm gonna go off topic as well. I like to rant a little bit, to preach, lecture, whatever you wanna call it. So this is gonna be my way of, maybe I wake up in the morning and just feel like talking about something, and then I just, this is my way of getting it documented. People can watch the recording after the fact. But anyhow, other than that, so it's a hot day here in Finland where I'm right now. We've had a record of 85 to 90 degree days in a row. Whatever 30 plus degrees in centigrade translates into Fahrenheit. It's been nice. Just got back home, but like I said, my apologies for not being able to show the property. I'll figure it out somehow. I'm gonna take you to my actual production, so-called, not production, but construction sites where you see what I'm doing in real life. Maybe that helps people who are in the same business, who are in the same game. Other than that, this is a 7-minute live right now. Like I said, I had to cut this short a little bit because of these technical issues. Just wanted to say that. Stay tuned. I have the long video coming. Probably it's Friday now. I have it coming on Sunday, I believe. One of my content guys able to edit the video. Some practical steps about how to find those tenants, like I mentioned. Other than that, I plan on ramping up my real estate related content. So like I mentioned yesterday, for those of you, maybe if you're online, maybe not, I would say fine-tuned my strategy a little bit. I repositioned my channel, is the right way to put it. I talked about overall business coaching in the past. I'm gonna be more tailor focused, sharp focus when it comes to real estate only. So anyhow, this is a brief live today, so 8 minutes. So I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Maybe it's a morning update, maybe it's an evening update. So thanks for being there. Thank you. Bye.